Hey friends, what's up? Mandy here. I just wanted to share with you guys a video that I took the other day of Cliff and I checking out the at-home store, or what used to be called Garden Ridge here in Texas. They have all their Halloween stuff out already, and they've got some pretty awesome stuff. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, just in case you haven't been there yet and you're wanting to know kind of what they have and if it's worth going. I do think it's worth checking it out, by the way. But here's that video. All right, here is lots of awesome Halloween stuff. Oh man, so much neat stuff. Looks like gonna be a lot of Game of Thrones type stuff.
Queen of Halloween. A lot of like weird, Victorian sort of stuff.
Kind of looks like maybe there's like a lot of vintage theme going on again this year. I like this one, A Little Party Never Killed Nobody. That's $9.99.
This tree candle.
What do you have? Tree. Oh, he's cool.
This is neat too.
Oh, that is really cool. It has like a flame on top. Oh, okay. How much is that?
$12.99.
$12.99 is pretty good. All right, so we're kind of went fast over this, but I want to come back a little bit. These wreaths are $12.99, which is pretty good. A lot of times wreaths at like Michael's would be like $15, $16, $20, $25. Some big wood. There's a lot of glass stuff. These are kind of neat, these pillows. Yeah, really going with this silver and black theme, it seems, a lot of things. Some more different wreaths. Some traditional. Oh, these are really cute. Here's some gnomes. Gnomes. $19.99 for a gnome. He's not super duper heavy. I don't know how it would stand up. I see a lot of very traditional and kind of like old school kind of looking vintage stuff this season, it looks like. Ooh, these skulls are pretty neat.
It's a unicorn skull.
Yeah.
Jaws move.
$6.99. Oh, check this out. And what is it, like hard plastic?
No, it's hollow.
Oh. Still pretty cool. He is how much? $19.99 it looks like. Yeah, there's a kind of a lot of this like moon kind of like Instagram kind of feel to a lot of this stuff. Here's some more dragons. These are $100. That's pretty cool. All right, here's kind of more like into party stuff, right? Would you say? There's a lot of like dishes. Aha. We laugh though because these look very similar to the ones that we made a few years ago. And there's our $4.99, so significantly cheaper than ours for sure.
But,
although Cliff, yeah, they do probably easily break. Ours were solid, so they weren't gonna break, but there's a lot of things on these like these dolls I'm seeing, these kind of like witchy looking ladies are kind of neat. Oh my god, that is horrifying.
That's your new elf on the shelf right here.
Oh my god, Jesus, no. That thing's horrifying just as it is. I'm not really sure how he fits into Halloween. Oh, look at this guy. That skull is cool.
The tribal looking one.
This big one. I like this big one a lot. This is a very like...
This is all the medieval.
This is $30. He would be really cool for like a Slytherin kind of Death Eater kind of thing going on.
That's just really neat.
Oh yeah, that is really cool. Kind of reminds me of stuff they used to have like at Spencer's.
Yeah, like
Oh, check out,
Alvin
look at this. Oh my god, more stuff is broken. Everywhere I look, there is stuff broken. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I broke something too, so I can't say too much, but... Oh, look at this. Look at this dragon skull. How much is he?
I don't know.
I was asking you to look. This is another plastic one, but he's still really cool looking. $14.99. He's really neat and his mouth opens. Can you hinge his mouth so I can see it? I only have one hand. That's pretty cool. He's really neat. But yeah, there's like a definite like theme of kind of like this fancier stuff. Lots of very Game of Thrones inspired stuff for sure. This thing is pretty neat. Look at this thing. This is heavy duty too. $24.99. That's not bad at all. But yeah, he's really cool for a bowl. And here's some interesting Disney inspired stuff, which I'm kind of surprised about. Here's some hanging guys. Of course, there's a lot of great skeletons, a lot of puppy dogs, which is really cool. There's a lot of different sizes. Here's the puppies. There's like a small, or like a larger puppy actually. Then you've got like a little smaller size, and then there's like a really small size. And then dragons, birds. Oh, check this out. I'm not sure if this is actually like accurate, but it's kind of neat. And then of course a lot of the Funkins that you can actually like do stuff with. Here, Cliff, show me that again. There's this cool dragon Cliff found. Oh, he's got like a pretty good sculpt too. Oh, he's pretty neat looking for sure. Actually moves around. Animatronic for $40 is not too bad. He's not super giant, but I mean, relatively.
Tissue paper.
Yeah, wings could be better quality, but on the whole, pretty good. Looks like they're still doing a little bit of the unpacking too.
A lot of this stuff is pretty good already.
Here's some kind of like the yard stuff. Bags of bones, some more bone animals, giant spider. He's $40. Let's see. Kind of your just normal haunt stuff, you know, that you need. Your bloody cloth, your creepy cloth. These are kind of neat, flickering lanterns. I wish you could try those. That's pretty cool. These are $19.99. Not too bad. Oh, there's some of those cool kind of projection things. Let's see. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. A lot of LED lights now, really big. These stacks are pretty nice. These are a good size. They're pretty large. How much are these? Oh, whoa, $80 though? That is kind of a lot. I mean, it appears they do light up. Let me see if they do something else. They blink and talk, but for $80 is kind of a lot. They are a really good size, but 80 is a lot. Like, I would think like 50 at the most, I would.
This is just hollow plastic.
Hollow plastic, yeah. It's not even going to stay over here. It's going to tip over immediately. These are pretty cool, but again, something you could probably very easily make.
Yeah.
And also, $100, y'all. $100
Just for this.
This is 2 pumpkins. You could easily find these pumpkins like at the thrift store.
I mean, these are
and paint
ceramic,
them.
but-
I mean, yeah, they're ceramic, but you could actually. I don't know if they're. No, look. I guess they're ceramic and what's the little? You see in there?
It's plaster.
Plaster.
Plaster and burlap.
So they're plaster and burlap, which is a little bit better quality. But again, you could make those. You could mold them out of real pumpkins. You could just use plastic pumpkins and do something like that. So there's some different options. Fencing, kind of feathery looking stuff. What else do we got? I kind of like this like decorative kind of. Reminds me kind of like Martha Stewart-ish looking things. That book is kind of cool. This guy's neat. He reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas. I think there were some pumpkin guys shaped like this. This is a real ceramic one again. And only $12.99 for actual ceramic. And then again with these dolls, they've got, this one's super creepy. Look at his face. It's actually really well done. He is 40 and he's like, what, 2 feet tall maybe?
Yeah, 18 inches.
Maybe 18 inches, yeah. He's pretty neat though. And then we're gonna get into some of the cuter stuff. There's some more skellies. Yeah, this is kind of like your signage and stuff like that. Oh, we have this one. I'm sure they brought that one back. This from a couple of years ago, they had that one. A lot of your really cutesy stuff. His eyeballs are googly. Very googly eyes. Just for an example, what do these guys cost? $12.99. $12.99 is pretty good. I mean, anybody could grab something like that. There's a lot of different things. And this side, you kind of got your fancier stuff, your glass, your blown glass, and stuff like that. As an example, how much is this guy? This is a heavy blown glass thing, $24.99. Not too bad. I tend to think that they have a lot cheaper stuff than like Michael's or, pumpkin spice. The spice of life. I am a pumpkin spice gal. Can't help myself.
The hand is actually a pretty decent level of detail on it.
Yeah, this foam hand's not bad at all.
It's hard.
Oh, it's hard plastic, but it's still pretty good.
Still, like,
it's actually painted not that shitty either.
yeah, for $8.
A lot of times it's kind of awfully painted, but it's pretty cute. Oh, look at this little guy. If you like foxes, he's a cutie. Little pumpkin fox for $7.99. Not too bad. Oh, I kind of like these little things too. They're pretty cute. There's a lot of like little woodland animals. Oh, look at this little guy. He's adorable. And some owls. Cliff's using the fake hand to pet the deer. Some more foxes. I kind of like that there's like multiple genres of Halloween stuff. So if you're not into scary or you're not into cutesy, you can kind of find something. There's something for everybody, I think. Is that a flamingo? I think it is. Here's some more. We've got some dead brides. They're very small is the thing. Oh, a dead head. That's a good one. That's not too bad. For $14.99, that's pretty good for a haunt or a yard haunt.
Yeah.
He's a good looking head. They would have sold those for $50, $60 at Spirit. So it's not too bad. And then we're getting into something that's a new thing that I'm kind of into. And it's these like very muted or sometimes pastel fall stuff. And it just kind of reminds me of like cornfields and things like sitting out in the sun. But like when it's getting cold, it's kind of nice. Here's some more pretty things for those people who just want to have the pretty looking stuff. I wonder what you could do with these moss pumpkins. These moss pumpkins are cool, Cliff. They would be neat for like a bayou kind of theme or something like that. There's some cauldrons way up there. Doesn't look like they have everything quite out yet. Here's some more of the pretty decor. Oh, these are really neat. They're like hard. $20 for those. A lot of just really nice pretty fall things. You see this side is like all pillows and there is a lot of different pillows. Those are pretty. These kind of remind me of like in Norway they paint like plates with pretty stuff like that, or kind of some of the Scandinavian countries. Now these are neat. Now it's interesting because it's hard, but I don't know if it's not ceramic. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Maybe plaster. Kind of like a dead, funky looking pumpkin next to some glass ones. But they've got a nice, like, again, the kind of like the florals that are kind of pretty. I kind of like this fall, like this pretty fall theme. If you were like someone like me who likes decor, you could kind of do like this pretty stuff in between before actual Halloween, as you start getting closer to actual fall. There's some really pretty things. I think that's it for, oh, there's a few more aisles actually of fall stuff. Ooh, I really like this big glass pumpkin. This one's really neat. It's kind of a blue-black, a blown glass, and only $20. And it's relatively large, if you can see from the size of my hand. It's pretty big. There's also some more yard signs, kind of like on the classier side, less cutesy and more kind of that like prettier style. Oh, this is really cool. How much is this sign? Oh, $24.99. That's not too bad at all, honestly. It's pretty good. I don't know about this guy. It kind of reminds me of a snowman. But Like the style, or maybe like he's like the Tin Man and the Scarecrow had a love child. Kind of like these different patterned things. That's kind of a new, well, it's really more like a vintage style actually. Some corn stalks. One year I looked everywhere for something that looked like a corn stalk and ended up having to make them from scratch because they didn't have anything that looked like a corn stalk, and they didn't have any real corn stalks anywhere. There was like a corn shortage or something crazy like that. Ooh, I do really like this. That's pretty nice. $14.99, not bad. It's metal. It's pretty heavy, pretty thick, and it's got your letters on it. For you could actually spell something out completely if you didn't want to just do like your name. There's a lot of kind of harvesty stuff. And as we keep going, you get more into more harvest stuff, more of the florals. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I feel like they have a lot more than they've maybe even had in other years. And then we'll go over here and do some of these, the blow-ups. Ooh, the dishes. I missed some of this stuff. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a dish collection. These are really cool. They say hand painted in Turkey. These are pretty nice. Oh, these are cute appetizer plates. The Mellermean ones. Goes back to some of these skulls. Then here's the blow-ups. Got a lot of blow-ups. There's some really, I like the tree. He's huge. I don't know how much he is, but
150.
150? Oh, I see it. That's pretty cool. Is there anything you were liking, Cliff?
Yeah.
This little guy's cool. Scary Pumpkin Reaper. The moving cat, of course. Aw, Zero's cute. Zero with his doghouse. He's pretty cool if you like that franchise. This guy?
Yeah, he's cool.
Oh my gosh.
He's 60.
He's pretty big.
He's big.
And he's 60?
Yep.
He's pretty cool. A lot of dragon stuff again. There's a cute dragon. He kind of looks like Spyro. Very cute. And I've got some more of this kind of vintage, kind of like royalty collection, I guess I would say. Like medieval. Ooh, these are really neat. Look at these, Cliff. Oh, this is really cool. A save the date. October 31st, 1873 book. On the front. Bound to Heal What Haunts You, the Jalopy Theater. And then I'm pretty sure it's a box. Yep, it's a box you can put stuff in. That's pretty nice. I like that a lot. Very neat. Especially if you really did have a wedding. Oh, this is cool. Cliff just found a mermaid skeleton for $7. I like it. I really like the classier looking stuff. Looks like there's some more cool books down here. Like this kind of theme of like moons and stars is really in right now, and like all areas of decor, but for sure for Halloween. Here's some more doggies. I think we saw that. Oh, this is funny. This book actually says people to cast spells on. We've got a few of those. Ooh, let me see. Oh, that's cool. That's not bad at all for $29.99. I'm really surprised. I feel like there's a lot more Halloween decor than there has been in previous years. A lot of really nice figurines here again with the medieval kind of thing. And like I said, I really think that's kind of spurred by the whole Game of Thrones frenzy this year. Little did they know everyone was going to be mad at Game of Thrones. But... ooh, look at this little crossover. That's pretty awesome. And then some more like village stuff if you like to have a little Halloween village. Look at these giant skeletons. This kind of looks like that other set. I don't see a price on it. This giant one. Oh, and I guess these are just kind of like altar things. You could put different things, and I thought there was birds in them on the other side, but it's like you could actually put whatever you want.
Oh, $100.
$100 for these big guys, and you can see they're pretty tall. Like they're up on a counter here, but Cliff's standing next to it. He's 6'1".
These are about 3 feet.
Yeah, 2 or 3 feet. This gargoyle is really nice too. He's cool.
Jacked.
He's he works out a lot. Now, here's my question for these. 40 is not bad for a giant jack-o'-lantern. And the question is, he's blow molded. So I don't really know. You could probably scuff him up and make him look a little scarier for sure and repaint him. But cutting into him is going to be hard. Since he's plastic, yeah, you'd really have to do some hard work and be able to cut plastic with something to make him scary.
Yeah, if you had like a hot knife, you might be able to cut through.
Yeah, maybe like a foam hot knife or something.
You need like an actual. You could use a wire for that.
Yeah, so I don't know, but you could maybe do something with him. But 40 is not bad for a giant pumpkin. They haven't had large pumpkins that large like in a while for under like $70, $80. So I'm actually kind of moderately impressed. Oh, this trick or treat one is really cool. But again, you could paint a giant pumpkin like that. You could make a giant pumpkin and paint it. These ones are also 100, and they're like, what would you say this is?
They're plaster, I think.
Plaster? Is that what those ones are?
I think so.
Can you look at the price on these trick or treat guys for me? It's a pretty large pumpkin.
Actually,
Is it heavy?
These are
Oh no, they're hollow blow molded.
70.
70. See, like to me, that's a lot for a blow molded pumpkin. I feel like that's a lot.
I mean, that's
It
carved
looks,
out, so you couldn't just
it
paint
looks
over
good.
it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, but that's a lot. And then you kind of have more back to the pretty stuff again. And kind of back to the pretty fall things. There's a little bit more Halloween stuff over here. Kind of a mix of cutesy and the yard spikes. Yeah, that was on another aisle too. It's pretty cute. And there's this other one too. Hello Fall. And another a thankful one for Thanksgiving probably. It's cute. So there's quite a bit of stuff for sure. I think there's definitely, when you say this is more stuff than we've seen in the past few years.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. And there's whole two other sections up front. So here's the setup at the front. They've got a lot more of the kind of glassware and pretty stuff again. These glass pumpkins are really becoming popular, I feel like. $34.99 is not too bad for something that's like blown glass, for sure. This is interesting. Kind of go with your cotton and kind of Chip and Joanna look if you're into that. This big wire pumpkin's pretty neat. I wonder what you could put in there. Anything, I guess. Skeleton. These are pretty neat. There's a lot of kind of back to that checkered thing that was really big for a few years, the checkered look. I really do like these goth pumpkins. Those are pretty neat with the studs on them. Very neat. Like these are interesting. Kind of remind me of certain kind of like, I know there's some plants that look like that. Oh, and they light up. That's really cool. I mean, you probably can't see it very well, but it actually does light up. And that probably would look pretty neat. Cast some neat shadows for sure. Kind of just some of the smaller things. People are really getting into the Halloween trees, I've noticed. So there's some cool stuff. Some really cute mats. I like this half door mat. This one. Home is where your broom is for you witches out there. Really cute. And these are, let's see, how much? $12.99, a good price. Dancing Skellies. And then they always have all kinds of really good pillows. I know Cliff and I got a couple of really good ones last year. We got this ticket one for sure. I don't see any of the other ones that we bought last year, but some pretty cute ones. And pillows, $14.99. Let's see. Even just this guy, he's just like cool to have. Like, hey, here's a jack-o'-lantern. $12.99. Probably 10 to 15 is my guess on most of them. This one is not even necessarily Halloweenish. It's actually very Art Deco, but I like that it says "Let's Misbehave." $10.
Oh, this one we got.
Oh yeah, we have this postcard one too. It's pretty cute. And there's a different postcard. Oh no, we do have that same one. That's the one we have. Yeah. So there's some cool stuff for sure. And I really like, yeah, the witch hat is kind of cute. Yep. The witch is in. So we just checked out all the Halloween stuff at the At Home store. What did you think, Cliff?
There's a lot of stuff. I'm not a super huge fan of the like medieval Victorian stuff, which there was a lot of.
Yeah, that kind of seems to be the theme for this year, it seems
so
like.
If you're like really into like late 90s Spencer's Alchemy Gothic style stuff, then they've got the hookup.
The 90s is very in right now, though, so I can see why somebody thought that that's where it was heading.
And with Game of Thrones popularity,
yeah,
that's obviously, the stuff was called like Bone Games or something weird like
something
that. I saw
like
it labeled.
that, where they're like definitely looking for that Game of Thrones kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
But little did they know that they were going to piss off all the Game of Thrones people, and then I'm not sure anyone's going to want that. But if you're into that, there is a ton of it. I did think there was a lot of other options too, though. It wasn't the only thing.
There was I feel like last year there was a lot more of that like vintage, like 50s stuff, and now there's just a small part of that. Yeah.
It's more like antique, more older, like 1900s Victorian era. Last year was really big on that like 50s, 60s, like the black cat and like the kind of weird looking skeleton guy, which is a cool aesthetic too. And then I noticed this year too, there was a lot of like kind of very Etsy inspired kind of Instagramish stuff, like mermaids and ponies and unicorns and something for the basic bitch in all of us. There's also like some really nice things in the like fall aisle. I don't know if you went down those other ones that I did, but there was like some really pretty kind of like Martha Stewart kind of fall and Thanksgiving stuff, but there was more of that than I feel like I'd seen in previous years too. And I do have to say that I think that Home Store has a much better pricing structure than some of the other stores.
The most expensive stuff that was like really big stuff and heavy stuff was like $100, except for some of the blow-ups. The blow-ups but they're always expensive.
Right.
But yeah, like just the average price for things is way cheaper than you'll pay at like Spirit. Spirit will be,
for sure.
It'll be $100 for nothing there.
Right. Something that was like $100 here would be like $150 or $200, maybe even there.
$250, yeah.
Some of the stuff is stuff that I definitely have seen like is based on stuff haunters have made. Like I definitely feel like they go through the haunt forum and things like that and look at that stuff and remake that stuff.
A lot of skeletons draped over tombstones.
Right, exactly. A lot of stuff like that. But there was also some stuff you could easily recreate. I think if you wanted that thing and you're like, I don't want to spend $150 on it, definitely there was stuff that would easily be able to be made. But if you're lazy and you just feel like throwing out the cash, then you could do that too. And the quality was pretty good for the things that were more money, I thought.
Yeah.
Generally,
there's also a lot of broken stuff already, so I don't know if that lends to the quality, but be careful because we even bought some stuff last year that we got home. Like, what was it? It was the it was like, it looked like a shadow box. It had a picture on the inside, and then there was text
says
on
never
the glass.
trust the living.
Yeah, and we got it home and realized that the glass had been inserted upside down, so either the glass was going to be right side up or the picture inside was going to be right side up, so we had to come and take that back. So
and when we came back, like half of them were like that.
Yeah,
so you kind of have to watch.
Up. Definitely pay close attention to anything that you buy here.
Yeah, look it over really well just to make sure. I don't think everything's like super cheaply made or anything, but it isn't like, you know, the best quality. A lot of the stuff is
fragile.
Like, yes, it's very fragile. But the thing to me is that honestly, it's the same stuff that you're going to find at the other places, but it is just priced cheaper here. I find that even when you buy expensive stuff, a lot of times it is often the exact same awful quality. So you might as well get it for, you know, $1 at the dollar store or get it here for $12 compared to the same thing at Spirit that's probably $30. So I think it's a great option, and if you haven't been yet, check out your local at-home store.
It's only July, so...
It's only July, so you've got a lot of time. I do like how early they've got this stuff out, and I think it's been out for a while from what I've heard.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff out, so they had to have been working on it for a while.
Yeah, and they actually still had more boxes. I don't think they're putting out anything new, but they just have a lot of stock. Probably because they put it out so early. They're like, people haven't even started thinking about Halloween hardly yet if you're a normie. But, yeah, so come check it out, and we'll see what else we can find at some other stores and see what else is out so far, so you can start planning. All right, see you guys soon.